Well, the high voltage board is wired up now. Right down here. It only had two wires hooked to it, the ground, and then the red B plus here, the high voltage. And the thing works. Works good. So I was wanting to show you now the final print on this high voltage. It's right here. Probably showing two sections. Close up here. This was the circuit board you build. And this is where what parts go to each side of the circuit board. You got L26 and then you got the ground on the other side. Got your dimensions of the board. Tells you about the capacitors, the size that you need and all that. And that resistor is 350 ohms right there. That's the resistor you have to have to drop the voltage that's coming out of the rectifiers here and going up to the plates. The plates are supposed to have 750 volts at key down. And with this resistor, 350 ohm at 10 watt, I'm getting a little over 800 volts. No load, 800 volts no load. And this is the four capacitors that you wired in series on the circuit board right here. So you can pause this thing and get a better, closer view of it. But I wanted to show you what the rectifier looks like. There's the plug-in right there. It don't look like much right now because this is the prototype and experimental. But I've ordered a one resistor here. It's going to be 350 ohms. This is out, but this is what I had to do. I had a 560. That was just a rough guesstimate in my mind to initially start out, and that with the 560 there, it brought the voltage down to 650 volts. Well, it's too low. But anyway, this resistor will be replaced with a 350 ohm. And there's your there's four diodes, and there's two diodes in series on each side of the winding of the transformer, and then you got your bypass capacitors or 0.01s, and then this shield here. This is the 5R4. And that's just made out of plastic water pipe. In part one, I explain all that. And then I wanted to come back over here on, this is the new latest one here, latest print, on a low voltage, the 300 volt supply. And down the rest of it here. And that one. And that one come out to be, that resistor that had to go in there, that's right here. That'd be same. Plug-ins look just the same, except the 301 ohm just has one diode. But your dropping resistor, the proper voltage for the 200 volts output on that supply is 200 ohms 10 watt. Right there. So that's what you need. So now you got them both, and you can modernize the HT37, get rid of the two rectifier tubes, cut the heat back, cut the high voltage going to the filaments, which sometimes cause the transformer to short and burn up. You're going to save about 30 watts of electrical power as the thing is running. And I'll have a part 4, the final part, and I'll talk about the if I had any difficulties realigning this transmitter, because it's going to have to go clear through it for a tune-up and all that. Get it tuned up and I'll have probably some, I'm sure I'll have some comments on that. And we should have this thing up in the air and talking here. So until maybe a week or so, I'll get this done in my spare time. But we'll be back with part 4. See you then.